Well lads, welcome back. Last week I started bringing a new swamp biome to life. It looked better, the water slowed you down, and it felt like somewhere you probably didn't want to spend too much time. This week the swamp learned how to fight back. One thing I've been trying to avoid with Evergreen is hazards that just feel like an invisible debuff. If walking into the swamp water simply just slows you down, you adjust after about 5 seconds and stop thinking about it altogether. I wanted the swamp to create little moments of panic instead. So the first step was teaching the game exactly what kind of terrain the player was standing on. Instead of simply knowing that you're slowed down, it now knows whether you're standing in swamp water, mud, or eventually any other hazardous terrain that I add later. That might sound like a small technical change, but it opens the door for a lot of biome-specific mechanics further down the line, and a lot more expansion without a whole lot of extra implementation. Once that foundation was finished, it was finally time to introduce the leech. Now, if you spend too much time wading through the swamp water, the leech attaches onto your character. At first it doesn't seem like much, but then when you realise your stamina isn't coming back, suddenly every decision becomes much more stressful. Those fights with the banshees are impossible. If you can't dash and dodge, you're not getting the best of the banshees. Simple as. Suddenly every decision becomes much more stressful. Do you keep exploring? Do you turn back? Do you deal with the problem before something else finds you? Thankfully, there's a way to get rid of it. If you've got your torch equipped, you can burn the leech off immediately and restore your stamina regeneration. That already made the swamp feel far more interactive than another movement penalty. I wasn't happy with the leech just simply disappearing afterwards, so the second half of the week was spent giving it a life of its own. Instead of just vanishing, burning off the leech drops it into the world as an actual creature. You can finish it off with a quick slap of your sword or leave it crawling around the swamp forever. And that's where things are getting interesting, because I'm currently working on letting detached leeches hunt the player down and latch back on if they get close enough. The idea that ignoring them could come back to bite you if you're not careful.
But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Literally, it's one of those mechanics made up of a lot of tiny pieces, but once they all come together, it feels like one natural interaction. And that's where Evergreen ended up this week. The swamp has gone from somewhere that simply slows you down to somewhere that actively wants a piece of you. And honestly, I think it's becoming a much more interesting place to explore. And that's it for this week. If you'd like to follow along with this journey, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Thank you for watching.